Ho! Radical!
Hi there everyone, this is the Simpsons Hit and Run for the PS2, and this is the next Let's Play that I'll be doing. Another in a long line of licensed games that I've done on this channel, although I never really played this one growing up, and it has the added driving element. Also, this sign in this logo is weird. It looks like Homer's leg is morphing into Marge's body. It's kind of strange. Anyway, I'm gonna let the opening bit play out before I really get talking, so let's see that.
Hey! I'm endorsing a new cola, kids. And this one isn't poisonous to anybody.
That we know of.
New and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a special ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
All right, player one, Homer. Use the directional button or left analog stick to move around. This is called walking. Press the X button to jump and hold down the circle button to run. Anytime you're in the air, hit jump again to get a little extra push. Got it?
Alright, now we're getting into the actual action here.
Ooh, brain like shiny thing.
Yeah, great. Those shiny things are called coins. Whenever you get enough of those, you can get a cool surprise.
I always liked that Bart is the one doing the tutorial. I'm not going to not talk over all of them. These are the gags. These are the things that I find the least.
Is that you, Lord?
All of that. And yeah, there's these WASP cameras, these surveillance cameras that are doing things, and you destroy them, and yeah. So yeah, for those of you who may not be familiar with this game, although I'm sure all of you are, this is a 3D platformer. You all know how much I love those, and you know how much I love things where you break things open and collect coins and other things. And you got all of that in this game, and you also have driving, which I am putting off doing because I just wanted to show off these little doohickeys. And, yeah. So, like I said, and this is This is one of those games where it's going to be kind of difficult to do the post-commentary, because I don't, want to talk over any of the dialogue, because it's usually pretty funny. Although, later on when we're not doing, this tutorial thing, which I only like because I think it's Bart and it's funny, he has some little funny asides here in this first level. After a while, when we really get into the meat and potatoes of the game, doing the regular missions, it's going to be mostly one-liners that you're going to hear 4,000 times, so I won't feel as bad about talking over those. But, like I said at the beginning, I really did not play this game when I was growing up. I mean, I did. I'm familiar with the game. But the most, relationship that I had to this game, unlike pretty much all the other games I've played on this channel so far, with a few exceptions, was, this is one of those games that you would play at, your cooler friend's house. Oh, I want you to hear this.
Triangle button to get into the car. And don't take all day. This is the tutorial.
Oh, wait, that's not what it was. It'll be the next one.
Somebody ate every dessert in the house. I need you to run to the store and pick up some of that ice cream with the miniature pies in it.
Well, it must have been one of our kids. Probably Millhouse. Sweet!
Okay, homeboy, here's how you drive this crap box. Press the X button to accelerate and use the left analog stick or directional button to steer. The circle button is your brake and reverse, and the square button is your handbrake. You know, just like every driving game ever.
Yeah, I just like that one. Like every driving game ever. There's stuff like that. I mean, it's a Simpsons game. It's pretty funny. Simpsons is funny. But yeah, like I was saying,
So it begins.
This was just one of those games where the most exposure I had to it before adulthood was, at friends of mine who were allowed to have games and allowed to watch The Simpsons, which I was not, would have it, and I think my brother had this game for the GameCube, and I watched him play it once, and it was one of those games I would giggle at because they said curse words. I was a very tame child and did not really branch out all that much. Hence why most of the video games that I have any sort of history with are licensed platformers based on children's media. So, but this is a licensed platformer based on adult media. On porn. No, I'm just kidding. Anytime you say adult with anything. Anyway. So this is a kind of new thing for me. I've never fully beaten this game, but I just recently, the last couple of months, have played through it, because I've had it for the PS2 for a while. And I always, would start it and then not get into it. There would be one annoying mission, and I just would not do it. But I decided to actually try to do the whole thing, and yeah, you can get on top of the donut guy, but I don't think you can get on his head, which kind of sucks. I'm sure you can if you have some gumption. I'm sure there's some crazy, speed run things that you can do in this game that I don't know about, but I am not there at all. I am a novice at The Simpsons Hit and Run. But playing through these early levels again recently to record for this, I am doing much better than I was when I first played through a couple months ago. But yeah, I got to the end of level 6, and there's 7 levels, with 7 missions each, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, it shouldn't be too long of a game, I don't think. And later on in the LP, once we get into the groove of things a little bit more, I'm going to be having JT come on and do some co-commentary with me, because JT is has an encyclopedic knowledge of The Simpsons, or at least the old Simpsons, the good Simpsons, the Simpsons that everyone has watched and likes. Because that's another thing. Like I said, I was not allowed to watch The Simpsons when I was young, and also, The Simpsons was already, past its prime it had already been considered to have jumped the shark by the time that I was, like, a cognizant child, you know, because I was, you know, the big adult cartoons when I was growing up were South Park and Family Guy, which I also didn't watch. And honestly, I'm not that, I mean, I saw some episodes of Family Guy and South Park growing up, but it wasn't a show that I watched. But having seen those shows afterward, I probably would not have even understood a lot of the jokes anyway, if I had seen them, if I had watched them a lot more when I was a child.
Ugh, why did I agree to do this stupid tutorial? It is so boring.
But anyway, so yeah, I really only have become, like, familiar with The Simpsons. I mean, always been familiar. Like, my brothers loved The Simpsons, and that's how I had any exposure to it. But, I always enjoyed the look of it. You know, it's a nice cartoon. And, now I have seen seasons 1 through 10, and... like very recently, like over the last year or two. I just did a straight run through the whole show. And, well, not through the whole show, through the first fucking third of the show that people like. And I think I might keep going. I've kind of fallen off just because I'm watching other stuff now, but I wanted to go up to, like, season 12. That's JT's cutoff. Most people say season 8 or season 10, like, generously. But JT says there's still some gems into, like, season 11 or 12. It would be, well, I was gonna say it would be goated, but it really wouldn't. It would just be profoundly mentally ill of me to try to watch the whole show, because that would mean, like, the vast majority of the time spent watching it I would not enjoy.
And I have to go to work?
That's classic Homer. I'm sure I'll get into this when I'm talking to JT later. But, speaking of talking to JT later, I'm going to be doing that tonight. If you're watching this the day that it's uploaded, I will be streaming tonight. I've been trying to stream all week, but I've been having unexpectedly long days at work this week. And just haven't had the time or been in the mood with, doing other things. And I like that car that was just drifting into someone's yard there. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I'm streaming tonight. JT will be joining me for the first time in a while that he's been on stream, and then I'll probably be playing through more Skywalker Saga. I'd like to do some multiplayer stuff with people. We might do more Man vs. Machine, or some, I don't know, maybe Splitgate. Who knows? Who knows what kind of wacky hijinks I'll get into. But yeah, that'll be around the normal time frame that I usually stream, which is around 8 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks for bringing me my digestive system.
Yeah.
Hey, where's the gallbladder?
I got hungry and it was a fig.
It was modeling clay.
Oh.
By the way, Dad, Mom called. She says she needs to talk to you at home before you go to work.
Oh! I'm so talented and good looking.
Anyway, I was gonna say, I'll probably get into it with JT at some point, because it's a point that I've made to him, but, watching through The Simpsons, I love Homer. He's the best, and I often identify closely with him, and, I don't know, in the old seasons of the show, Homer is just incredibly funny. I don't have any, like, specific examples of what I mean. And this is not a groundbreaking opinion at all. Obviously, everyone loves Homer. And Bart, too. Bart was, like, the star of The Simpsons, kind of the mascot of the show at the peak of its popularity. So much so, that was how you knew when you were a kid in the 90s and 2000s. That's how you knew that your adult cartoon had taken off, is if there was a child character in it that children were not allowed to, like, wear shirts with them on them in school. Like, and they had that with Bart. Not just with images of Bart per se, or maybe that happened somewhere, I don't know, but, like, I'm thinking of, like, there were schools that they didn't want you to have the t-shirt that says, like, I'm Bart Simpson, who the hell are you? And then, I think at my school they banned... Well, I mean, I went to a private school, and we had uniforms. So, but on what were called tag days, where you could wear your own clothes, some kid got in trouble for wearing a Cartman shirt that said "Respect my authority," and also Stewie. I know of some people who got in trouble for, not at my school, but just in general. I've heard of people who said they got in trouble at school for wearing Stewie Griffin stuff. So that's how you know that you've made it as an adult cartoon, is when kids are getting in trouble for wearing your t-shirts.
He seems miffed and PO'd.
Why me? I'm the world's greatest neighbor. I even have a mug to that effect.
So, but everyone loves Bart, so obviously that's not a thing. I guess my more underrated Simpsons character would probably be Marge. I think Marge is quite funny, but I think what is funny about her is often subtle, you know? She doesn't have as many, like, pratfalls as Homer, but I don't know, just like her laugh and her naivete. It's very funny.
I borrowed all of Flanders' stuff. Quick, think of an excuse to get out of here. Excuse me, I think I have to go shuck some corn. Piece of cake. Okay.
So, this game, just from first brush. Is it first brush or first blush? I think it's first brush, personally. I may be wrong, though. I don't know. So from my first playthrough, though, I like this game, obviously. I'm doing a Let's Play of it. It's very fun, it's funny, it's goofy, it has the Simpsons charm and all that jazz, even though by the time this came out, Simpsons was, again, like, past its prime. I think this came out in 2003, which would have been, like, season 14 or 15, maybe? Yeah, it's good, but I will say this game, like a lot of licensed games from the time, was a little bit rushed, and, not the hugest budget, and as a result, it's quite janky in some cases, in terms of, I don't know if I want to say the physics, but, like, for instance, if you hit something head-on, if you hit another car head-on, a lot of the times, just suddenly, they become immovable, and they have, like, the density of a neutron star, and you have to back up, and backing up, and then, like, stopping, backing up, and readjusting yourself takes forever. Like, there are several missions in this game where it's like, if you hit something and need to, like, adjust and turn around, or not even turn around, but just back up and then keep going, you may as well, you've already lost. So, I mean, that's also just partial. Anytime that I try to, like, criticize a video game on the first time that I'm playing through it with stuff like that, I really do have to take into consideration the possibility that I just suck dick at the game, because it is usually the case, but whatever.
Thanks, neighbor Rooney. Here's your reward, a prayer from the Lord's #1 fan. Our Father in heaven, bless this noble oaf.
Stupid Flanders getting happiness from religion.
I love that. I remember that line from this game. Like, I remember hearing it when I was a kid. That was one of the reasons I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons, is because they often make fun of Christians. Anyway, so after that mission, before starting the next one, I just started wandering around looking for stuff. Mostly just collecting coins and destroying the crates and or whatever they're called, the Buzz Cola things, and the Wasp cameras. I got a few of them. And I just wanted to show this part because this is where I get another trading card. Or baseball card? Card? It's a card. It's a trading card. Collector card. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not as versed in this game as some of the other ones. Not as I am in Lego Indiana Jones, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, that's the, like... I'm also, again, I didn't grow up with Simpsons, so I'm not, like, the biggest on Simpsons lore, so apologies if I do not call everything the correct proper noun. I'm probably going to do a revisit of some of my favorite episodes of The Simpsons, and maybe continue watching from where I left off in Season 10 during this LP, so I can have some stuff to talk about. I'm sure when JT comes on, we'll be sharing our favorite quotes and episodes and whatnot. Again, JT is going to have a lot more to say about the show than I am. But anyway, that section is the, like, out of town, like, mobile home area, which we will be seeing properly in a little while. But yeah, I just wanted to do that then, because in my travels looking for coins, I got over there.
How about a breakfast churro?
No time. Tell me
I like
about
Lenny's
Mr.
voice.
Smithers.
Yeah, I think I saw him at the Quickie Mart. More breakfast churros for Lenny.
I'm gonna need a car with a little more junk in the trunk if I'm gonna take him out. I wonder if Barney still has the Plow King.
So now we got the Plow King. We gotta go get the Plow King so that we can smash up a car. So there are a couple different types of missions in this game. Most of them come down to, with the main missions, obviously there's races and stuff.
Barney, can I borrow the Plow King?
The main missions are basically destroy a car, pick up things, either stuff that's just around, or you'll have ones where you're chasing a car and you hit it, and every time you hit it, it spits up a thing that you have to pick up. You know, they have ones where it's a race, you have to beat someone to somewhere. What else? There's ones where, like, you have to follow them and you, like, can't lose them and whatnot. I'm trying to think of other ones. But yeah, it does get a little bit repetitive later on in the game, but it's not too bad. Luckily, this is one of those games where just kind of, like, the underlying things about it are good enough that it can kind of coast. And I'm running over a shitload of people. And yeah, if that thing at the bottom is basically like your wanted level, if you get a hit and run, the cops will come after you, and then if they catch you, they take away 50 coins. It doesn't mean you failed mission or anything like that. So, but obviously you want and need coins to do things, so you don't want to be doing that. Anyway, I love these because you just get to bash up these cars.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
That reminded me of something, but I don't have time to explain it now, so I'm gonna have to try to remember to talk about it in the next one. But yeah, there's a bunch of bonus stuff in this game, obviously. There's a ton of things that you can collect, and there's bonus missions, and there's races and whatnot. I did not really do many of those things on my first playthrough, just because I was, like, focusing on trying to beat the game. I'm not going to be trying to 100% this or do anything crazy. I'm just doing a normal kind of playthrough, but I am going to try to go out of my way to do and get more of the extra stuff than I did on my first playthrough, just, you know, to have more stuff to show off, and because I think it'll be fun, and because it's a fun game, so why not?
Oh, now I have a wedgie.
He did himself in.
I just waxed and undercoated.
That's what you get for expecting me to do the job for which I am paid.
That's a great line. Anyway, next time we'll be going into the power plant and finishing up level 1. See you then for that.